Okay ladies, this section is for your abdominals. Okay, we're going to be working in this section, really the lower part of your abdominals. So I'm going to do abdominals in 3 different sections so that you can work on areas that either you feel are weaker for you or in positions that are more comfortable for you, because some of you might find some of the positions more challenging or more uncomfortable. Okay, so this first section is probably more lower abdominals really. We're going to be lying on our backs and we're going to be using leg movements mainly to challenge our core. Okay, so I'm going to get you to lie in crook lying. So you're lying down on your back with your knees bent up. Okay, so again we want to really just check our posture, those Pilates key elements. So again, it's the chin gently tucked in, neck is nice and long, okay? Shoulders are down, away from your ears, and your shoulder blades are down and in towards your spine, gently. Now in this position, I often talk about the rib cage sort of flaring up and out a little bit. If you feel your ribs, you might feel that they sort of feel like they flare up towards the ceiling. So what I want you to do is to think about a spring, an imaginary spring that goes from the ribs to the hips, and you're just tightening that spring. So you see that you can just tension down and just flatten and soften the rib cage down towards the hips slightly, and it engages the upper abdominals, keeping that set of muscles working to keep you stable. Okay, but then we mustn't forget you've got that lower part of your abdominal muscles, you've got your pelvic floor, which I want you to draw up and in, switch it on, and that will in turn encourage you to just engage through the lower part of your tummy as well. So keeping that nice supported position, you should have a tiny gap underneath your lower back. So imagine you've got enough to fit a blueberry and you're not going to crush your blueberry. Okay, you're going to stay in that neutral spine position. That blueberry is just placed underneath your spine. We're going to start with an exercise called scissors. Okay, now you've got different options here. So basic option is just to start with your right leg lifted to tabletop, engaging everything, keeping yourself neutral. You can tap down, lift the left, tap down. So that's a nice basic movement, just thinking about the position of your pelvis, keeping your core drawn in and your spine in neutral. Imagine you've got a tray of drinks across your tummy, you're not going to move anything while you do that. Okay, now if that's much too easy for you, okay, and I know a lot of my ladies are perfectly capable of a double leg tabletop, so your tummy is engaged, breathe out, lift your right leg, breathe in, support the spine down towards the floor, breathe out as you lift your left leg. So we're in a double leg tabletop, spine neutral, okay, so you're not letting your back arch, you keep it down in its neutral position, tummy stays drawn in. Don't let it dome up to meet you, okay? So in this position, tummy drawn in, keep it engaged, breath in. You're going to tap with the right and back up. Tap with the left and back up. Keep going. Breathe out and in. Now I want you to notice, hopefully, that my knees stay at their 90-degree angle. What I don't want you to do is just tap straight down to the floor, because that's cheating, okay? Lengthen out a little bit. And if you really want to challenge yourself, if you feel that this is, again, a little bit easy, you can take the leg a little bit further away, and that challenges your abdominals more. Breathe out and in. Keep that core engaged, neutral spine. 4 more, tap, 2, 3, 1 more, and have a little hug. Well done. Oh. Okay, so we're going to move on to sort of concentrate on controlling the position of your rib cage and lower abdominals. So we're challenging it from both arms, both angles, arms and legs. Okay, we're going to come up to your double leg tabletop again. Spine in neutral, rib cage switched on, ribs to hips, those springs are tight, ribs are soft. Okay, tummy drawn in, take both arms above your head so they're up in front of you. All we're going to start with is the arm movement. You're going to take them over your head and then round and back to the centre. So it's like you're drawing a capital D above your head. You breathe out as the arms go away from you, in as they come back in line. Breathe out and in. Keep it going. So I want you to focus on your rib cage. What's happening at your ribs as you take your arms over your head? You should be able to keep those ribs securely down towards your hips. You're not overextending through the rib cage, and you're not extending through your back. Your spine stays neutral. Keep it going. Just do 2 more for me. Last one. Hold it here. Okay, no rest for the wicked. If you can, we're going to add to that the leg movement. We're going to go alternate legs, so the leg is going to lengthen while you do the arm movement. Okay, we're going to go alternate sides, but both arms go together. This is double leg stretch. This exercise is called tummy in, breath in, breathe out as you extend, in as you come back round. And again. And again. Now those legs can go out as far as you can control. If you're finding it hard, you can push them further up towards the ceiling, which makes the challenge a little bit less. Keep it going. Breathe out and in. Well done. You can hear that I'm finding this challenging. We're going to go with 4 more. 3, 2, last one, and have a little rest. Let your back relax off, let your tummy relax, but I'm afraid we're not finished with that one yet. Okay, because there is one more that we can add to that just to make it a little bit more challenging. So pop your feet back down. Let's just revisit our posture. Shoulders down and relaxed. Chin gently tucked in. Those ribs down towards your hips. Tummy engaged. Pelvic floor switched on. Okay, bring it up to your double leg tabletop. Engage. Zip your legs together for me now. Imagine your legs have been zipped down the middle. Bring your arms up in front of you. We're going to try both legs, both arms. Really challenging, only do it if you can comfortably. And like I say in the class, you'll find that the more horizontal your legs go, the more challenging it is. So if you want to make it slightly less challenging and safer and more comfortable for your spine, go a little bit more vertical with the legs. Puts a bit less load on your spine. Okay, tummy drawn in, let's get ready, tummy in. Here we go, breathe out. 2. Keep going, use that breath to help you. It engages those muscles. 3 more. Tummy tight. 2 to go. Last one. And have a little rest. Give your knees a nice hug. Okay. Right. So from here, I just want you to keep a nice tight hold on your right leg, and I want you to slide your left leg straight. Okay, we just have a little hip opener. So let that left leg sink into the floor. Okay, let yourself just relax and breathe. Okay, ease the tension on your right leg slightly. Stretch up to the ceiling. We're just going to lengthen your hamstrings a little bit because we're going to go into our 1 leg circle. So it just helps to get these loosened up a tiny bit first. Okay, last one. Stretch it out for me. Okay, that leg is either pointing directly up to the ceiling Your arms are resting down, that other leg is staying straight. You probably can already feel that that's challenging across your pelvis to try and keep the stability. If you're really tight in the hamstring, bring the leg more on a diagonal. Doesn't matter, okay, it doesn't need to be pointing directly up to the ceiling. Okay, from here, I want you to imagine you've got a marker pen on the end of your big toe, and we are drawing a circle on the ceiling. Okay, so as you draw that circle, you're trying to keep the tummy drawn in, keep the pelvis as steady as you can. Shoulders stay down and relaxed, chin tucked in. We're breathing out as the leg goes away from you, in as it comes in line to the body. One more that way. I want you to reverse your circle. Two more. Last one. And relax. Bring both knees in, have a little relax again. Hug your knees to your chest. Okay, so this time get a nice tight hold of your left leg, slide your right leg straight. Your right leg will probably be quite glad of that. Lengthen out through your hip flexors that have also just worked quite hard. Okay, let them flop down into the floor. Let the weight of the legs sink down. Just breathe and relax a moment. Okay, ease the tension on your left leg. A few little stretches for those hamstrings, up and down. Just loosen them up. Get them ready for that one leg circle. One more. Okay, so point that leg up to the ceiling. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling, arms resting down. Tummy in, that tension is already building up through your pelvis. Remember, if your hamstrings are a bit tight, you can be on the diagonal. All you're doing is imagining you're pointing the toe towards the ceiling at whatever level. Doesn't matter if it's over towards the far wall a little bit. Now, that circle is as big or as small as you can control. It doesn't matter how big it is. It's about the control of the pelvis. So here we go. Breathing out and in. Trying to keep the pelvis as steady and as still as you can while the leg movement happens. Shoulders down and relaxed. Try not to tense up too much through your upper body. Chin gently tucked in. One more. And we change direction. Other way around with that leg. Really engage your abs. Don't forget them. Draw them in. Let them help you keep control of your pelvis. Two more. Bend that knee. Have a little hug. Oh, hug it in. Good. And relax. Okay, we've just got one more exercise in this section. We're going to do your hip twist. Okay, so feet are back down. And relax. Reset your posture. Shoulders down and relax. Tummy drawn in. Ribs to hips. Pelvic floor switched on. Neutral spine. Remember, I don't know what condition our blueberries are in by now. Okay, underneath that spine. We're back to your double leg tabletop. Engage through the tummy. Lift. Okay, we're going for double leg tabletop for our hip twist if you're able, which is just taking zipped legs over to one side, back up to the centre, and then across to the other side. Now, if that is too challenging or uncomfortable, stay in a single leg tabletop. Just lower one leg out and back. Okay, so you can just go one at a time, out and in, keeping the hips as level as you can. Again, it's about a tray of drinks across your hips. Imagine that's all champagne. You're not spilling a drop. Okay, tummy drawn in. Here we go. We're up at double leg tabletop. doing the level you're comfortable with. Breath in, breathe out as you go across to one side, in as you come back to the centre, and again, other side, in as you come back to the centre. Sorry about the phone, just ignore it. Back to the centre, and again. Keep going. You heard my dogs then. Brilliant. They like to answer the phone for me. Back to the centre. One more. Okay, we're staying centre, and this time, if you can, we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. So I want you to bring your arms back up to the front, tummy drawn in so they're not helping you now, knees across, stay steady, back to the middle. And the other side, knees across, steady, back to the centre. More wobbly like this. And up, and again, over we go. Great for your rotatory stability, working through your obliques. And again. Knees stay zipped together, one more each side. Last one. And give your knees a little hug. Brilliant, well done. Okay, pop the feet down, let's have a little stretch. Okay, so just for those obliques, take your arms wide, knees together, take them both to one side, look in the opposite direction and just lengthen out through your waist. And then come back to the middle and take the knees in the opposite direction, lengthen out through the waist. Good. Back to the centre, arms above your head, legs out straight and big stretch, fingers to toes. Nice deep breaths in as you're there. One more. And relax. Well done. Okay, bend your knees, turn onto your side and just gently push yourself back up into sitting. Well done. Okay, so like I say, I'm going to do a couple more sections of abdominal exercises because it's a real key part of Pilates. So we'll do a couple more sections which you can dip in and out of, whichever you feel suits you best, really. Thank you.